Tarmac Terrorist and the potato.
Hi folks, Tarmac here, back again with another video and another car because I went a bit mad and just decided to buy another car because they're coming out for only £4.65 or whatever it is. So I bought the new Radical and I thought I'd make a comparison video between the old Radical, the SR3 RSX, and the new Radical, the SR3 XX. Now, there's been a bit of controversy over this car because people have been wondering, should I buy it, should I not, is it worth it? Because it seems that it has the same engine and it's pretty similar to the old version. The newest thing about it is the steering wheel and wiring loom, apparently. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a proper in-depth review. I'm going to take it out to Virginia International Raceway, the Grand Course. They're made, by the way, Radical, the actual car, is made up the road from me here in Peterborough in the UK. So why don't I just use a UK track like Silverstone? Well, I've used Virginia for several reasons. But one of them is that it's going to have to be used for, there's going to be a couple more videos maybe after this. It's going to be a little series that go into a comparison with another car. There's a reason for it. Anyway, you'll not understand when these other videos come up. I'm going to go very in depth. Going to do 2 long practice sessions, probably for about 20 or 30 minutes each, just to remind myself and all of us how great the original free Radical is. And then I'm literally going to buy the new Radical on Steam, take it straight on the track and start the video as soon as I start my first ever drive in it. So you'll get my first honest impression. And at the end I'm going to do a conclusion. Now I do waffle on, so if you want to miss out all of the long waffling and just get straight to the conclusion, fast forward to the end of the video. Obviously, you'll see the cars for the duration of the video. You'll see me on track with the cars. You won't actually see me. So if you skip to the bit at the end where you can see me again, that'll be the conclusion. And what I'll do is I'll also put up my little logo here on the screen, the little Subaru there with the word conclusion, and have that up for about 5 seconds so you can find it easily and go, oh, conclusion starts there. And I'll just go through whether you should buy it, what the differences are there any, what do I think of it, do I like it? So, without further ado, let's go to Virginia. So, here we are at Virginia International Raceway, the Grand Course, with our Radical SR3 RSX. We've got our 1.5 cylinder Suzuki motorbike engine producing 226 brake horsepower, our 6-speed paddle transmission with an auto blipper. We've got our biplane wing keeping the back end down, adjustable in-car brake bias because this is just set up for track days, this car, and carbon steel space frame. All of that weighing in at 570 kilograms. Can't be right, it's just nothing. Anyway, we got 10 laps of fuel. I'm not doing anything with the setup on this because this car drives pretty well straight off the blocks, and I found I don't really need to change anything. So let's get out there, see how we get on with this thing. So straight away, just coming out of the pits, you can feel how nimble it is, and it just wants to go. And the 0 to 60 on this, let's see what we can do. 1, 2, 3, and we're there before I even get to 4 seconds really. I'm counting in my estimation of seconds for it's rough, but you get the idea. So obviously we're going to wait for the tyres to warm up and the brakes to warm up, but immediately it does feel very pointable. This car is just purpose built for racing. I'm not having to flip the throttle there at all on the down changes. And we're in 4th gear now, coming up to nearly 120 miles an hour, coming up to 5th gear, coming up to nearly 130, or 130, 6th gear. I doubt we'll even get to the top off. Around here on South Bend here, very easy to lose it on that corner. And this car's just dealing with the elevation changes, the bumps and the corners so well. It feels like a driver's car. The bumps and the elevation changes is one of the reasons I chose this track for this car, because you'd think with only having a 4-cylinder 1.5 engine, it wouldn't be very torquey. And it isn't, but why do you need, I'm no engineer, but I should imagine you don't really need too much torque in a car that weighs about half a ton. So that's not a problem, and no wonder it's braking a little bit late there, a little bit of swaying action. Throwing it into that corner a bit too hard with a little bit of lift off, oversteer. I'm glad that happened actually, because this car has got everything. You can use the oh, gone off track. You can use the brakes. You can calm down, and slow down a bit. You're not warmed up yet, Tarmac. Sorry about that, folks. So you've got a bit of everything in this car. You can, if you get around a corner and you get it to its sort of limit of cornering, it'll sort of stop there. But it doesn't just stop there and oversteer. It stops there until you decide, I want to use a little bit more power. And you've got that weird, that lovely spot where you know how far you got your foot down on the accelerator, how much it is going to stay at that point on the corner, until you then decide to use a little bit more. And it's not too torquey, but you can use more power, and it will let you, and it will then start steering from the back end. So you can find its limit and then push it a bit further. Get example of that round South Bend, yeah, absolutely. Sorry, round left hook. You come through Snake here, and it's totally planted, but look, we're doing 117, and I could just blow this thing from side to side around the track as we come up to 120 miles an hour. What car can you just throw around like that, 117 miles per hour? No wonder the videos of this thing doing, I've seen it doing the naught slicer, are so scarily impressive. And it's got a lovely mixture of mechanical and aero grip with this track. There's several places you can test out the high-speed grip, but also you've got places here like Bitch, corner, where you can really get an idea of the mechanical grip. We're under 60 miles an hour, so the downforce is only just about, if not anything, starting to kick in. And they call that corner Bitch because if you brake too late, you just go straight on, end up with a huge track cut penalty. Come through Spiral here, and this could be a really difficult corner, especially in some of the GT cars, the heavier cars, because you've got that off-camber exit. And you just go, getting pushed the outside as you go through there. I just love the fact that you can really play with the back end. And do like that, with a bit of counter steering going on, and it's savable. I think it's, it's because it's so light. A little bit of lift off oversteer there. You can use that. We've got our onboard brake bars as well. At the moment, let's have a look. Check them up on the left hand side at the bottom of the screen there. Its default setting is what? 56 to the front. So it's pretty standard. The balance of it, it's balanced car. I know I said that about the Ferrari in the last video, but it's just the lightness of this. There we go. So we've got a little bit of understeer there as well. And there as well. So you can sort of come off the power, coming in a bit too hot, and just leave it turning, and you have that understeer if you just do nothing with the power. But if you use the brakes or if you use the throttle, both of them are there to assist you beyond the limit. What the car's really doing. And talking of the, coming back to the downforce just for a second, that corner south bend just there, that's one for showing off the downforce on this car. Like I said, I've done nothing to set up, so I haven't got the wings standardly, you know, where it normally sits. The gearing in this car, I think we're hitting about nearly 60 miles an hour in first. Second we're at, or is that a second? Let's just check I'm not going mad here. Yeah, it is nearly 60 miles an hour in first, nearly 80 in second, nearly 100 in third, fourth is another 20 mile an hour, fifth again another 20 miles an hour, and then we're in sixth up to about something like 140 odd miles an hour, mid 140s, at a 1.5 motorcycle engine. Didn't do that too well, did I? So we've got our tyres and our brakes well warmed up now. Now the hill just slightly unsettled it there. This is why I chose the track. I want to give this car a good challenge. Seems like it's darkening up here a little bit, Virginia. Depends on the weather, maybe. It's very enjoyable. It's you know, it's like the Ferrari. It's just very, very enjoyable. It's one of those cars that's kind of just got it all. I'm wondering how the new XX is gonna feel compared to this. I'll always want to come back to this because just you know, without comparing it to any other car, it's just brilliant. It's just brilliant. You instantly fall in love with this thing. No wonder they have sold so well. You know, pretty much one of the best-selling prototype type sports cars you can buy for £60,000. And I'm flat through there. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, you can take South Bend so quickly there, and you're not. You can take it with confidence, you know. Your bum's not clenching up, and you're getting a little bit intense when you think you're about to come off the track. You can just control the damn thing. Look at that. You do that with confidence, and the brakes. There you go. Fantastic on the brakes. This comes to it. You can stop on a dive. Now, there we go. That's that lift up oversteer. And that's the thing that's going to catch you, if anything's going to catch you in this car. Let's see if we can go for I don't know how much fuel I've got left. Probably not much, because I completely eat the grass there. Let's see if we can do a couple of flying laps before we run out of fuel. We're going to keep using this track for the comparison between both cars. Some people, by the way, have complained about the sound on, I think people have complained about the sound on this car and on the new one, saying it sounds a bit like a lawnmower. Have you heard any recordings of the actual car itself? It's a gurgly little high-pitched sort of sound. It's not a, it's a totally unpleasant sound, but it's a bit of a hairdryer. What do you expect from this? It does sound a bit like a motorbike. So I'm not going to complain too much about that. I haven't heard what the sampling is like on the new one. Just in terms of driving, this thing's absolutely ace as we come through Snake. Easy to see why that section of the track is called Snake. Foot flat down in fifth, going up to sixth at 130 miles an hour as we come through the climbing S's. I am flat, completely flat. Will I? Yeah, I'm going to lift off. Little level brakes down at fifth. I could have probably taken that a lot quicker as we come to Oak Tree. Little bit of understeer there. I'm keeping up with the AI. I've got the AI, I think, set to about 95% rather than my usual 100%, because I do find that, I don't know if I'm not that great with this car, or if it's just the AI, just like this car, a bit better to handle it better. But I do find that the AI generally a bit faster than some of the other cars. I mean, I've used, when I've done my videos, I've usually been at 100% with the Nissan GTs. The 370 video I made, and the Ferrari 488. Now let's be careful with this. A little bit of braking. Handling those. That's a tough section down those little S's there, that downhill. It's a very tough section. You use the curve on the inside there. And you usually don't doubt the brakes there. We didn't do it there in this car. You come down roller coaster. Love this section, it really is a bit of a roller coaster. One of those sections where you've got to set the car up to the next corner whilst you're on the current one. And we're keeping with the AI, alright, let's see if we can get some slip. There's a pretty good amount of slipstream there. As we pass whoever that is, number 5. And I brake far too late, but I want to see how late I can brake, because usually I brake much earlier than that for that corner. And this car I can brake so much later. Brake far too early there, the left hook. Back up to number 5 there. Oh, there's a yellow flag somewhere. Looks like, yeah, it's going to spin just there. Is that a black car there? It's pretty slow. I think that's the car that's spun. We come flat out through the climbing efforts. Let's see what we can do this time at South Bend. Oh, they're braking. I've got to brake. Oh, I didn't quite expect that. Good job there was nothing behind us there. If anyone wants to make comments on my driving, please do. I'm sure there'll be things like learn how to, and where did you learn to drive on an ice skating rink or something like that. Look where you're going. Slow down. These are the comments I'm imagining. It's hard to talk and drive. There's some people on YouTube who are absolutely fantastic at it. I really do lose my concentration quite badly. I suppose the main thing is it enjoyable to drive? And yes it is. Yes it is. chucking about. Look at that. Even that much, you know, that's a slide. We went on track slightly, but we caught it. We caught it. And I'm really trying to chuck it about now just to see how rough you can be with this thing. Oh, if you go through, this was in real life, if you go through a set of tires, they whistle. But yeah, it's absolutely great. I think I've done enough now to get a good feel for this car. I may do some laps off camera just to see if I can just concentrate and do maybe 10 laps and try and get a good average, so I can then compare it to the new XX, see what I get lap time wise out of both of them. That would be good. So I think that's everything I need to say about this car. It's brilliant. It's free. I'm thinking I might run the potato server with this as my next car and some of the free tracks, because the whole premise of the potato server was to have free cars, free tracks that come with the game, or have been released in the workshop by the game makers, the sim makers. So I think this is a good candidate for the next car and track combination. And I don't know, it might include a British track, seeing as it's a British car in that, like Silverstone. Anyway, let's park up in here. So much fun to drive, so light, brilliant car around small to medium tracks. Yeah, fantastic. So I've had my cup of coffee. We've done the Radical SR3, the SRX, and now if you look here, it's down. I have actually bought the new XX version. It's downloading right here. So once that's done, we'll go and give that a test at VIR as well. Let's see where we get on. Okay, here we are back at Virginia. We're in our new Radical, or XX. So we've just put down our £4.45, 20 pence cheaper than the Ferrari. There's a strange comparison. And first thoughts. Well, let's see. Paint jobs. I couldn't find my favourite colours that I had my old Radical in, which is orange and blue, the kind of Golf Racing orange and blue. So disappointment there. I've had to settle for this black and orange instead. And we've got these weird stripes all over it. I'm not massively keen on those, but anyhow, let's have a look at it now. We're going into the setups here. We're going to do exactly the same thing. Everything looks pretty similar. The car, looking at it in the actual showroom, it looks pretty damn similar, apart from the new rear wing. The cockpit is looking pretty different. I know they've redesigned that. We've still got the same 1.5 engine. We've only got right-hand drive, and also I found out that this car does actually come in a lower powered. You've got a choice of two engines. You can have the 1.5, and you're getting your 3.1 seconds 0 to 60 times. All the times are pretty much the same as the old one, 147 mile top speed. But there is a 1300 version of this which has a top speed of 141. So I was thinking, oh, will that be in the tuning section? Can I choose the different engines? But no, it's not there. Bit disappointing. Weight is actually 620 kilograms. So it's heavier than the old version by about 50 kilograms. Even though the new wiring loom in the new cockpit for the steering wheel and the electrical systems is supposed to be lighter, so I don't quite understand that. But I suppose, you know, how does it drive? And has it been worth £4.65 of me English pounds? Let's have a look. So here we are, we're in the cockpit now, and yeah, it's looking pretty different here. We've got a very different looking steering wheel. Can we use the steering wheel to flick through? See, now this is I'm pressing the buttons I usually would to scroll through my HUD options here, but I don't know how to do this on the steering wheel. And of course, with my low resolution I have to run this in, it's you can't really see a lot there. I can see my gear indicator. I can't. That looks like my revs. There we go. There's my revs. Sounds very much like the old one, and I would expect so, using the Suzuki, or the same Suzuki engine. I think it's a more modern Suzuki engine. I'm not sure. Maybe I'll just nip up the road to Peterborough, which isn't very far away from me, and find out where these things. Because it's just made up the road from me. But let's get out and drive it. We've got a 6-speed box again. Feeling very similar to the old one. As we approach Horseshoe, brakes feel good. Everything feels good so far. Now, I did do some further testing when I went off camera with the old RSX version, and I did find that after a while of actually concentrating on my driving, all big stuff and the same thing there, that I could actually take South Bend in 6th gear. And I did try to do it flat out, but I had to lift up. I can't do it quite flat out, but it's a lot faster. And I got a lap time. Let's just slow down a bit here, so I can quickly consult me bit of paper here where I've written everything down. My fastest lap time, make sure we're to this side of the track in case someone wants to come past, was 2 minutes 36.445 with all the traffic on. We've got exactly the same conditions this time, exactly the same traffic. I was averaging about, you know, generally averaging between 237 and 238s. Now just going through the climbing S's back there, I did seem to feel like I got to 6th gear a lot quicker. Ooh, brakes feel really good in this. Yeah, got a nice little bit of oversteer if I want it there. Same sort of lift off oversteer down the spiral there. And oh! Power seemed to come on, that surprised me a bit. The power's come on a bit quicker there in the old version, or it's just that I've completely forgotten I'm on cold tyres and I'm trying to attack this the same way I was when I was doing my last laps in the old version. So it is feeling pretty similar. I don't get how it's heavier, but it seems to have exactly the same performance figures as the old version. Not sure about that. We'll be looking here, we're at 130, we're at nearly 140. Hard on the brakes. It's feeling a bit easier into the corners. That's just me, because I've got used to the track in the last 20 minutes that I spent in the old version. We come through Snake in 4th. Up into 6th for the S's. We're not getting to 140 there. Let's have a look and see how it is from a standing start and what speeds we're achieving out of the gears. Start there. Okay. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do that again. Let's do that again. I wasn't thinking. That's still easier. I can't see my speed as well. It's a smaller readout. We're hitting in 4th. We're hitting nearly 120. Attention, Tarmac. Okay. Yeah, it's very chuckable, as is the old one. Steering, I don't know, under load, maybe a touch heavier. On the RSX. Apparently the seating's changed as well. 60mm wider seats. Maybe to, I don't know, accommodate larger people. The new steering wheel is supposed to be able to say things like ride height, tyre temperatures, all that sort of thing. I don't know if there is a way of operating that. Haven't found that out yet. I've just jumped straight in the car to see how it drives. What are we doing in 3rd? Nearly 100 miles an hour. Wait till we get to it. Something that vaguely resembles a straight and is flat, whilst I'm driving very badly. And do another gearing test. We'll start from here. There's nothing behind us, so what are we getting out of first? Starts are much easier. It's a bit quicker on a start. What do we get there? Let's see. Nearly 60 miles an hour. Nearly 80 miles an hour. Nearly 100. Nearly 120 in 4th as I got off the track, but I was looking at the steering wheel and not at the track. So the gearing seems very pretty much identical to the old car. So I guess we should see what we can do in terms of lap time. So far, do I think it's worth another 4:45? If it was a completely brand new car, I would have said yes. And if it was, if there wasn't already a Radical game in the car, I would have said yes, it's fantastic. I'm thinking immediately, if you've got the old one already and you want to save some money, I don't know if it's something you need just yet. It does does. It's not just because I know. I just have the thought. It's not just because I know that it's a little bit heavier than the older one. It does feel it in the steering and generally the way it's holding the road. It just feels slightly heavier. You know, like it's put on a little bit of weight, but not necessarily, you know, just around the hips and the belly. Feels like it's just a bit more meaty. Let's have a look at lap time. See what we can get. Now, the other thing I was doing, I was taking a lot later into that corner when I got off camera in the SRX and tried to do some properly concentrated lap times. And found out I could brake a lot later into horseshoe there. So let's see how we can do with this on the upcoming lap. That's the other thing I noticed first off is the brakes seem much more manageable. And let's see what we can do with South Bend. Okay. Oh, right. I'm lifting less. I am lifting less. Through. Oh, there we go. Still very we've hit the tyres. We've hit the tyres. I'm concentrating more on reviewing this thing than I am on driving. How much damage have we picked up? Yeah. It's still slightly wonky. I think we're okay. I think we're okay. I don't think we've done too much damage. We'll find out when we go around this corner. Yeah, no, maybe a little. Let's come back to the pits. Well, we'll pull off track first. What are you doing stopping in the middle of the road, Tarmac? Silly fool. So, are we getting there? We've done a 250, because we're not concentrating. Very slow. So, second time round. I've got me damage on 100% by the way, folks, in case you're wondering why I'm picking up damage. I always like to put damage on, as I think it makes me a better driver, but from that little performance I just gave you, obviously not. It does feel heavier. Taking NASCAR bend very nicely. Lovely round left here. Snakes, not much of a problem. You need a much faster car. The snakes will give you much more of a problem. You can pretty much cut that straight. The uphill S or the timing S is a bit more of a worry, but it's really handling just fine. I'm sure I'm going faster through there. Yeah, I can use. I'm just dabbing the brakes a little bit there through Oak Tree as we turn. I'm getting the same sort of rotation with the trail braking. Get the same sort of rotation. What's the brakes like here? Oh, look at that! Yeah. I think I could possibly leave it a little bit later braking for Bitch Corner than I did in the old version. Such an oddly named corner, Bitch. I wonder if they ever thought of putting one in called Bastard. Because we've hit it and come back out again, it's like being on a brand new set of tyres, so the tyres are going to warm up. I'm feeling more comfortable. I'm feeling more comfortable in this. It gets this, once the tyres start losing grip of it, it seems to be getting it back faster. Feels heavier. Force feedback is great. It is in the old version. I think I'm going to say this straight away. If you haven't got £4.45, don't worry, you don't need it. You need to wait until even later there. I did find out also, folks, that after a while racing these Radicals, or the old Radical rather, around here, that after a little while I realised I was quite a bit, nearly 2 seconds faster than them, so I can, next time I have a race by myself, I can start taking the AI strength up from 95 to 100. I think I can deal with that now. Flat out through the climbing S's. Come out to South Bend, hardly lifting at all. Oh, matey. Oh, I think I put him off a bit. Right, as we go through Madison Avenue, let's see how late we can leave the braking. Poor bitch. Now, I was braking about here, how about there? A bit more stopping power, I'm sure of it. Feels more stable through spiral. Now that the tyres have warmed up as well, it feels more stable coming out of spiral. These ones are always, that little downhill section there is always a challenge. That feels very nice and easy. Oh, there we go, very catchable. Who's that up ahead? Or me. I'm right. Want to get past him. Down roller coaster. 2 hogs pan. 3rd gear. 4th gear. 5th gear. 6th. 137, 139. Come on, fella. Get out of the way. Passing around that style bend, coming into left foot here. Can we outbrake him on the inside? Yes, we can. Thank you, mate. Right, now let's go for it. It's feeling heavier over the curves. Everything feels heavier. Not by a lot, but noticeably. Oh, I'm lifting there because I didn't set myself up very well for that. South bend there. I'm thinking also it's understeering a little bit less, but I don't mean that it's oversteering more, it just seems to be gripping more. How late? Oh, it's about as late as there. And yeah, leave it up. Carrying straight on as I did last time round when I was off camera. Hard on the brakes to see if it unsettle the car. No, I'm having Even with leaving the braking too late and leaving the braking on as I'm turning that spiral there, it wasn't unsettling the car I did there. Let it touch the glasses. I like it. I do like it. You know, for the price of a pint of beer, I like it. Excuse these little glitches the potato keeps having. I need to plug some 4 gigs around here, so... Oh look, my mate's Pete's games are now available to play. That's great, but I'm doing this. Right. We've got clear space in front of us. So what can we do with the braking here at Horseshoe? A bit later maybe with NASCAR. Very wide at NASCAR there. Once again, you can feel free to leave your comments about my driving, which is pretty awful. I know. We'll try and get some sort of a lap time out of this for you. Something consistent. Yeah, I'm faster through there, definitely. Braking. Oh, too late there, too hard on the brakes. I have locked up and gone straight on. He says straight after saying he will try and get you a consistent lap time. Oh. Let you pass there, mister. This is my first time in this brand new car, so... There's no excuse really, this is so similar. I deliberately left the brakes on as I went over the top there, just to see how much the back end would settle. The back end is not stepping out under braking as much as it was with the old version. I'm also not getting so much lift off oversteer. I wonder if that's to do with this new rear wing. I'll think about that when we're going through some high-speed corners. Bear that in mind. Quite high speed through here. Is the back end a bit all hunkered or down, or is that just because I'm thinking so because I know there's been adjustments to the wing? There's been adjustments, but are they better or worse? You never know. I'm getting carried away with seeing how late I can brake into Horseshoe there, so I'm doing it too much. Yes, NASCAR bend. I'm quite pleased with that. We've got the apex. That feels heavier. It feels a little bit heavier. Tried matches out of the power as much as I could through southbound there. Give it a bit too much. Oh, I've got another one of the AI in my way. People watching thinking, it's not the AI getting in your way, it's your own driving, mate. And you'd be right. I am driving absolutely appallingly. It is quite late in the evening now, and I'm a bit tired. Excuses, excuses, excuses. I know what my Aussie mates would be saying. Oh, he's a bit tired now, is he? Bloody whinging. You know, he's got a new car. Oh, is it worth the money? Doesn't like it. Oh, he's such a whinger. Oh! Got very unsettled there. Very unsettled. Going down the downhill S. Let's turn around safely, we hope. Yeah, just before another car comes over the hill. Let him pass, let him pass. Right. I am gonna get a decent lap, and I'm gonna slow right down, let this guy get way into the distance. And try and drive a nice, consistent lap. One where I'm not getting edgy or my bum's tightening up around a corner. It's always telling you that you're on the edge, a little bit too much and you're unsure. So I'll try and do a nice sure lap. Right, here we go. What lap time can we get? Really what I have to do is about 10 laps off camera to get a good fair time. That's what I did with the old version. Through horseshoe, safely. That's car bend, could have used a bit more speed through that. Left hook. That's the setup for the cambered corner there as we approach or come through the snake. No problems. Ride those curves. Keep it as flat as possible, but a little bit of a lift through south bend. While on the brakes. Coming into Oak Tree. Missing the apex at Oak Tree there. Whoops. Using all the outside curb. That's the bit. Get your braking right. Yeah. Perfect. That's the taken bitch in this new one. Okay. Nice control through spiral. Not using too much power on the upper camber there. Coming out. Careful with these downhill S's. Use the curves a bit. Add a little bit of power and a little bit of rear end scrub. Power a little bit back on it as we approach roller coaster. Too late on the brakes at roller coaster. They're too hot. Let's hope this guy doesn't affect the time. Off he goes, thank you mate. What are we looking at? We're at 231. Across the line at 235. 235. And we are doing better lap times already. And this is not off camera, this is with me talking to you, not completely concentrating, as I did with the laps. I got my average lap time when I was off camera in the old car. I was getting worse lap times than that. I look at the paper. I've got my paper sitting right beside me. I've written it all down. Doing it very scientifically. He says scientifically. How can it be scientific? I've got cars on track. Oh, it's getting dark. The weather's getting darker. Okay, that'd be genius. Oh, no, it's not lighter again. Oh, the speed is immense. Yeah, 1:36 was my best lap time on the old one. I'll brake too early there, I think. Yep, spiral, always a challenge. Why did I blip the throttle there? I don't need to. This is an auto blip. Oh! At that curve there. Made it through roller coaster a little bit better this time. Oh, but definitely not to Hog's pen. That was terrible. So 2:35.6 to beat, and I don't think we're going to do it. Let's do the 2:37. Last try. Way too hot. What are you doing, Tarmac? I do like NASCAR Ben. If in doubt, flat out. They're not rallying. In fact, sometimes it feels like a rally track. Down Madison Avenue, which is looking darker. Pretty sure the weather's changing a bit. After braking as late as I could there. Spiral. Power it out, spiral. Wiggle, wiggle as we do. Down hot S's. Really gripping up this car. Down through roller coaster, get it right this time. Yes. Right, let's see how we did, folks. So, before I even go off and do me laps on my own, where I'm fully concentrated, we are looking at another 235 straight away. There we go. Well, So we were looking at fastest on my own, concentrating. I was getting 236 445 in the old Radical, and averaging about, between the 237s to the 238s. And this I've got 2 laps of 235. Let's have a look. What are we generally averagely doing there? 235. Got 2 laps at 235. At 237. Well, okay. I'm going to go off and run some laps on my own now, and hopefully we'll come back with some conclusions. See you in a bit. Right, hello again. Well done if you got through all of that and my waffling and got to the end. And if you decided to skip straight ahead, here is your conclusion. So after all of that, and then further testing around Imola and Sebring as well, what do I think? Are there differences between the two cars? Yes, there are. Apart from just the steering wheel, there are differences in the way the car feels. They are minimal, but they're there, and I can't ignore them. So it does feel a bit weightier, and I know the car is slightly heavier, and I was wondering if that was just, sort of a placebo thing, because I knew that, but I can't get away from it. It does feel different in the steering and the way that it'll come down from a bump. It just feels a bit weightier. It's a little bit better on the braking. I can feel a bit more control in the braking. Also, it's more driftable, I found out as well around Sebring. Looks wise, of course, it looks a bit better. I think it's got the new shaders. This has come out at a slight cost to the FPS. Not as bad as the Ferrari, but the FPS isn't as good, isn't as high as with the old cars. Yeah, it's just got that. It's got something to it. I mean, do I want a refund because it's so similar to the older one? No, I don't, because there's something about it. There's just that indefinable something that I can't get away from, and I love it. I like it. I'd compare the two cars to having the same guitar, but 2 different types of string, trying one on it and trying the other. And kind of liking them both, but hearing that there's a difference and feeling that there's a difference. Or fine wines, like 2 different Malbecs from the same year, but from 2 different companies, or maybe 2 different regions. If you like your wine, or like 2 different cheeses, which are the same but different regions. If you like the Radical and you want more of the same, and you've got enough money to spend on a pint down the pub, buy the Radical. Just, there you go. That's what I think. If you don't like the Radical, don't bother, because it is more of the same. As far as options go with it, I wish the steering wheel did actually work and you could actually cycle through the the readouts for your ride height and your tyre temps and everything else. If anyone knows how to do that, because I haven't figured it out yet, I don't think it's in there, but if it is, please tell me in the comments. Along with you, with whatever you thought about my terrible driving. Engine options as well. This car has 2 different, or you can, the real car has 2 different engine configurations. It would be nice if they were in the tuning section, and also if you had the right or left hand drive. Currently it's just the right hand drive. And I know there are those of you who would prefer it with left hand drive maybe. It's different in terms of lift off oversteer as well. I kind of like the way that behaves. I just find it a little bit more controllable. In terms of lap times, you're not going to see much difference. In fact, I'll show you my lap times from 2 sessions, trying to be as consistent as possible. First with the old car, then with the new one. Here they are. See, there's not much difference. Not much difference at all. And it'd be interesting if I maybe do a video where I run a race with the old SRX and the new XX. Both, I'll drive either one of them, but I'll have half the AI driving one and half the AI driving driving the other and see how that goes. Are they fun to race? Yes, both cars. Which server will I jump on if there was two servers running two different versions? Either. I like them both, and they're brilliant racing. If do try the Radical, even if it's just the free version, it's just brilliant. And what I might try and do is get the old Potato running. Potato's growing a bit more of his beard here, you see. I'll try and get the Potato server running with some Radicals on it, the free version, because that's the premise of the server, so everyone can have a go. Anything else to say? Should you buy it? Like I said, if you don't like the Radical, don't buy the new Radical. If you do, and you got the money, do. Do I think they should have charged the money they're charging for it? Well, put it this way. The GT3 Audi was a paid car, and then they brought out the new version, and the differences between those two are even more minimal, but they gave the new version for free to anyone who had bought the original version. This time around, they've just done it the other way around. The original Radical, they gave us it for free, so now they're doing a paid version, and the differences are quite minimal, but it is different. So I guess it all kind of works out in the end. Anyway, I hope that's been helpful. That's what I think. Let me know what you think between the differences between the two cars, or whether you think it's worth it or not, in the comments section below. And yeah, just it'd be interesting to see what you guys think. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please subscribe if you like my stuff. Help me keep this channel going. I hope it's been helpful. Cheers.